Let us open our first file, Securing the Borders. Let us talk about the White Walkers. I want you to think about Game of Thrones. For 8 seasons, the great houses of Westeros, Stark, Lannister, Targaryen, were obsessed with the game. They fought over tax rates. They fought over who sat on the iron chair. They fought over marriage alliances. They were consumed by internal politics. They were playing politics. Meanwhile, north of the wall, existential threat was gathering. The White Walkers did not care about your tax policy. They did not care about your lineage. They did not care who was the hand of the king. They just wanted to extinguish the living. In 2025, the Western tech ecosystem is Westeros. We are fighting over antitrust lawsuits. We are fighting over App Store fees. We are debating whether AI art is copyright infringement. We are consumed by the internal game. Meanwhile, the Krink Alliance has formed. China, Russia, Iran, North Korea. This month's intelligence reports confirming the solidification of this bloc represent a fundamental shift in the physics of cyber warfare. This isn't just a loose affiliation. This is the 2026 threat landscape. But you need to understand how they work. They are not just 4 countries hacking randomly. They have specialized. They have built a supply chain of destruction that mirrors our own enterprise architecture. China is the harvester. Their mandate is data supremacy. They are not just stealing credit cards, they are stealing the raw materials of the future. They are vacuuming up healthcare datasets, genomic data, and vast rows of PII, personally identifiable information, to train their AI models. They understand that in the age of AI, he who has the most data wins the model. They are the eyes of the alliance. Russia is the disruptor. Their mandate is kinetic effect. They don't want your data. They want you cold. They are mapping the topology of our energy grid. They are planting logic bombs in our SCADA systems. They are targeting the operational technology that keeps the lights on. They are the muzzle. Iran is the saboteur. They are the agents of chaos. They target the soft underbelly, universities, local water authorities, logistics hubs. They want to break the morale of the populace. They use Viper malware, code designed not to steal but to erase. They are the wild card. North Korea is the bank robber. They are the financiers. They are hacking crypto exchanges and DeFi bridges to fund the nuclear programs that protect the other 3. They have turned cybercrime into a significant percentage of their national GDP. They are the wallet. This is a full stack kill chain: funding, reconnaissance, disruption, and data dominance. And what is our response? How does the empire fight back against this rebel alliance of chaos? On December 11th, CISA released CPG 2.0, the Cybersecurity Performance Goals. I have read the full document, all 36 pages of it. It is a beautiful document. It has very nice fonts. It has very reasonable checklists. It talks about reducing third-party risk. It suggests, politely, that critical infrastructure providers consider implementing MFA on their OT environments. It talks about asset inventory and vulnerability management. It is a paper shield. It is the bureaucratic equivalent of the Empire in Star Wars, facing a rebel fleet that has found the thermal exhaust port and responding by issuing a memo about uniform standards for stormtroopers. The problem is not that the advice is bad. The advice is technically sound. Yes, you should patch. Yes, you should segment your networks. Yes, you should have an incident response plan. The problem is the asymmetry of consequence. Our defense strategy is based on governance. Their offense strategy is based on agency. We are asking CISOs at water treatment plants to fill out compliance forms to prove they are safe. We are bogging them down in audits. We are making them report to the SEC within 4 days of an incident. We are drowning our defenders in paperwork. Meanwhile, a unit in St. Petersburg, Unit 74455, does not have to fill out any forms. They don't have a legal department telling them that they cannot scan a subnet. They don't have to ask for a budget approval to buy a 0-day exploit. They have pure, unadulterated agency to attack. Let us look at the specific disconnect in CPG 2.0. CPG 2.0 says implement phishing resistant MFA. The reality? The attackers are not phishing anymore. They are buying the session tokens directly from an info stealer market for $5. They are bypassing the MFA entirely by hijacking the session cookie. The governance says check the lock. The attacker says I already have the key. PG 2.0 says asset inventory management. The reality? The crink actors are living off the land. They are using your tools against you. They are using PowerShell. They are using RDP. They are not installing malware that shows up in your inventory. They are logging in as your admin. They are using your own infrastructure to persist. You cannot compliance check your way out of war. The Crink Alliance understands something we have forgotten. The internet is not a marketplace. It is a battlefield. And right now, the West is trying to regulate the battlefield, while the East is digging trenches. The border is not a firewall anymore. The border is the root access to your cloud environment. And the White Walkers are already past the wall. We need to stop thinking about cybersecurity as a hygiene issue. Hygiene is brushing your teeth. This is counterinsurgency. We need to be hunting them on the endpoints, not auditing them on the spreadsheets. If you are a CISO listening to this, stop filling out the forms for a second. Look at your logs. Look for the anomalies in the noise. Because while you were writing your quarterly report, they were writing a script to exfiltrate your database.